consumers are doing in today's C-suite conversation. Babylist is a platform that helps families with products and services across commerce, media, and healthcare. The company has surpassed $400 million in revenue for the first time. And joining us to talk about it is the CEO and founder, Natalie Gordon. Natalie, great to have you on the program. Thanks for joining us. Let's talk first about the kind of growth that you're seeing. I mean, the company has been very popular, and I guess, you know, as Americans, we're still having a lot of babies. I'm doing my part, at least. Talk to me about how the growth looks from your point of view.
Yeah, people are continuing to have Babylist, and I love to hear that you are actually a user. Last year, 9 million people actually gave a gift from Babylist, and the platform itself drove over $1 billion of GMV. And so we really have this interesting vantage point on this moment in time that millions of Americans are going through every year.
You think about how people shop right now, and especially coming out of the pandemic, it's in so many people's muscle memories to just go to Amazon.com for basically everything, from furniture to groceries, et cetera. How do you compete?
When you are having a baby, you make 1,700 decisions. And I think when you think about where's the right starting point, Babylist is that starting point. Everything we do is for someone who's going through this experience, most often for the very first time. Our millions of users are visiting us every single day during this time period to help them figure out what stuff they need, and then also to just help them make other decisions that aren't just the products.
Speaking of other decisions here, we're still sitting in an era where many Americans are really dealing with the weight of inflation, which is even harder when you have multiple mouths to feed. Babies are expensive. Natalie, how do you help clients deal with this issue?
Yeah, we're seeing very contradictory behavior with our users as they're going through this life stage. They are really trying to save money, and Babylist is the best place to help them do that. So they're asking for cash, for diapers, for other essentials, often like to help with parental leave. We're also seeing them actually price up. And so we call it parent math. They'll say, okay, I will spend really like up to $1,000 for this product if I can use it for many, many years, or if it'll actually really solve one of those problems, give me back time, help me sleep, give me peace of mind.
By the way, I just came back from 6 months of parental leave, so I definitely spent a lot of time on your website. How has the funding been, Natalie? I mean, you've grown now so much, but how many rounds have you gone through? How was it to get funding? How is it to be a startup in this environment?
Yeah. I founded Babylist 13 years ago. I now have a 13-year-old, and we've reached the scale we have, raising less than $50 million. And the majority of that was in our Series C at the end of 2021. And so we've really grown in this very sustainable way, being mostly profitable every year, really self-funding our growth. I think at a time when that was not what other companies were doing. And now what we're really seeing is other companies trying to catch up to where we are, where we have this sustainable, growing business where the financials actually work.
We've been talking a lot today about IPOs because of a completely unrelated story to Babylist, but do you have plans to go public, and what are you looking for in the market to get you there?
Yeah, I think no path for us is out of the picture. We're very committed to being a profitable, growing company that's independent, and that could be a path we look at.
Well, when you talk to investors, let me ask it this way, Natalie. Yeah. Do you think that there's demand to go public in this market?
I think there's demand for some companies right now. I think the companies that are going public are very attractive and look like are a much better financial profile than companies that were going public a couple of years ago. I do think the markets are opening.
Natalie, can you talk to us a little bit about a point that you were making a little earlier about maternity leave, people looking for more ways to find...
Or paternity leave.
Well, that's actually was my question. parental leave, are more people taking paternity leave as well? What are working mothers doing to kind of find more support in their household?
Yeah, parents, it's such an important time to be able to spend with your baby those first couple of months. America actually, parents take less leave than almost every other country. I do think there is such an impact when fathers do take paternity leave into how they show up during that time period, but it's also shown after that time period, they actually are able to show up as confident and better dads by spending that time and not just leaving it to the new mom. I think it's a promising trend.
All right, Natalie, really enjoyed this conversation. Hope to keep it going again soon. That, of course, is Natalie Gordon of Babylist.